From gardening to animals to extreme renovations, welcome to Homesteading at College Hill Farm. Welcome back to College Hill Farm. Today we're talking about pepper stir fry. This morning I went out in the garden and I harvested banana peppers, sweet banana peppers, and bell peppers. I harvested red ones, green ones, yellow ones. There were a whole bunch. Now, you know that Crystal's been doing her canning. If you follow the channel, you know she's been canning. All of her bread and butter pickles here are lined up. So she's taking a little break from the canning, and I'm going to do a little freezing. Now, what do you need to put up packages of pepper stir fry? Well, first off, you need peppers. And I'm going to use bananas and bells, the two. I've got a bucket full of banana peppers and 2 buckets of bell peppers. And then I've got about 6 pounds of these big old onions. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and wash these up and get them ready. Now what you're going to need, you're going to need a cutting mat. I like these. You can have a cutting board if you want to. I like these flexible cutting mats. You need freezer bags. We use gallon bags. We put them in about between 12 and 16 ounces to a bag. We don't measure them, but we know how much we would buy if we bought pepper stir fry at the store. So we put about that much per bag. And then you need some great big old bowls because those are going to be necessary. So I'm going to get at washing the peppers and cleaning the onions, and then we'll get going. I'm assuming that most everybody knows how to clean an onion. I just cut the top and the bottom off, cut them in half, and then you can peel that outer layer of skin off. So these onions are ready to go. Now you could hand chop these, but it's a whole lot quicker in a food processor. So I'm probably going to just chop these in the food processor. But what we do have to do is we have to clean our peppers, and I'm going to show you how to do that. Now, cleaning peppers is not rocket science. For banana peppers, you cut off the top, okay, and you'll see that there's a bunch of seeds in there. You can stick your finger in, pull those seeds up, put them in the garbage bowl down here, and just cut it right in half. Now, what you're going to find is there are these ridges in here. Those need to come out. They tend to be bitter. I'll take that ridge out, any seeds. Take this ridge out, any seeds. And then there's a ridge right here on this side, still some. All gone. Now that pepper is ready to use. Now sometimes it's easier to do that with them underwater, but I don't have a problem with doing it with them right out here on the counter. Now, I do it a little quicker than that, but I wanted you to see what to do. Now, we'll set this out of the way, and I'm going to pull over a bell pepper. Now, there's a nice orange bell pepper. You cut that top off, much like you did before, but you see there's a nice center here. You just reach in there, get a hold of that, bring it out, put it in your garbage bucket. Cut it in half, and again, these ridges, the white parts, you don't want. So just right quick with a knife, that one's ready, and then quick with a knife here. And that one's ready. Okay, that's what's required. I got to go through and do it. I've got 2 big buckets, 3 big buckets of peppers. I'll get it to where it's all at this stage right here, and then I'll show you what I do with the food processor. I've got my peppers and my onions cleaned. Now what I've got here is the disc for our food processor. Now our food processor has an adjustable disc so that I can make the slices as thick as I want. So I'm going to go ahead and make them the maximum thickness. That way we'll have plenty of slices. Now I'll do the onions last. You want to know, well, why do you do the onions last? Because they'll make the most smell. So I'll do them the very last. So all you have to do is put your blade in. It sets in there like that. Lock your food processor down, and I'm going to start with the banana peppers. So take that out. Turn it on low. Okay. Now, you don't want it to get too full, because if you do, it'll start cutting them into all kinds of sizes. So, take this out. Got some caught there. And so you can see what size this is making. See, it cuts them into these. Pretty good little strips. They're not teeny tiny. Some of them are in rounds. Some of them are in strips. It does a good job. Okay, I'll do this and the bell peppers and the onions. Quart freezer bag. This, according to my scale, is 13 ounces. Well, when you go to the store and buy pepper stir fry, what do you get? You get 12 ounces. So anywhere between 12 ounces and a pound tickles me just fine. It's just right for me and Crystal for making stir fry and stuff like that. So all you do, it's not rocket science. I just take a bowl, get a handful of onions or 2, and bell peppers and banana peppers. And then I fill. The reason I use another bowl is because this is so much easier to fill these quart freezer bags in another bowl rather than trying to fill them over top of everything else. Okay, that ought to be getting close. Set it on here. 14 ounces. Close enough for government work. Now, I'm going to, let's seal up there. I'm going to go through and get all of these put together. We wound up with 16 bags between 12 ounces and a pound. Most of them are closer to a pound than they are 12 ounces. These are going to go in our pantry. Started out in the garden this morning, fresh as they get, be in the freezer tonight. Now all I'm going to do, these have not been blanched or any of that. We just cut them, and put them in baggies. Label the baggie, year and what it is, because in the freezer sometimes it's hard to tell what stuff is. And then we will put it right in the freezer, and that'll be great for onions and peppers, for hot dogs, or for stir fry, or just whatever we want them for. So if you like this kind of stuff, this homesteading, this do-it-yourself kind of lifestyle, be certain to come on out to the channel and subscribe. We do this kind of thing every day. Sometimes we upload videos 5 a week, sometimes 1, just depends on what's going on. We upload videos every Sunday. So now it's time for me to get on to the next thing.